Ooh, it's The Simpsons. Have you ever seen this TV show before? The Simpsons? It is one of the most popular TV shows in the history of English television. I think it's been going for like 30 years or something like that. Okay, that's a very long time to be making a show, like 30 years. Wow. Now, The Simpsons is a comedy. Okay, it's a comedy show, so it's very funny. A lot of people really like it. Now, one of the things that makes it funny is that it's full of stereotypes. It's just full of stereotypes. Do you know what this word means? Well, I've made other lessons here at Mad English TV talking about the meaning of the word stereotype, but I'll just remind you, okay? If I said Canadians live in igloos, all Canadians live in igloos, okay, that would be a stereotype, right? A lot of people around the world might think we live in igloos, but really, most Canadians have never even been in an igloo before, or they've probably never even seen a real igloo. Okay, so it's just a stereotype. Now, there is a character in The Simpsons named APU, and he's from India. Okay, now he is the stereotypical Indian. Okay, he owns a convenience store and he speaks with a very strong Indian accent. Okay, the stereotype of people from India living in Canada and the US is that they own convenience stores, okay, like a 7-Eleven store, and they speak with a strong accent. There might be other stereotypes around people from India. For example, maybe they all drive taxis. Okay, that's another stereotype. Indian people always drive taxis, or they might own, I don't know. Here in Canada, a lot of people from India own coffee shops. Like we have a really famous coffee chain here called Tim Hortons. Okay, so a lot of people from India own coffee shops. Okay, so those are the stereotypes. They're not bad. That's just the stereotype. Okay, now this has been making the news recently. Okay, there's been some controversy that you may have seen in the news. And the controversy is that it might be a bit racist. Okay, so I want to ask you, is this racist? What do you think? Well, in this lesson, I want to explain to you why it's not racist. Okay, so The Simpsons is full of characters, like I said, that are all stereotypes. That's why this show is so funny. Okay, for example, Homer Simpson. He's the main character, and he is a stereotypical American dad. Okay, he's fat and lazy. He's a bad father. He likes eating donuts and drinking beer. Okay, so he's just a stereotypical American dad. Okay, so that's how the show portrays Americans. Okay, is that racist? Well, it's just funny. It's not really racist. And his wife, Marge, is a stereotypical American mom. She's always nagging her family. Do you know what nagging means? Nagging means complaining and like whining, trying to get your family to do something. Like Homer Simpson, her husband, she's always saying, Homer, did you fix the car yet? You said you were going to fix the car. Why is it not fixed? Maggie or Bart, or she's talking to her kids, are you doing your homework? Have you done your homework? That kind of stuff. That's called nagging. Okay, so the stereotype of American women or American mothers is that they're always nagging their family. They're like the boss of the family. Their husbands are just useless, very irresponsible, so they have to do a lot of work to keep their family in order. Okay, so that's the stereotype. That's why they gave her a very nagging voice. It almost sounds like she's got her nose plugged. Homer, did you do this? Did you do that? Okay, that's sort of a nagging kind of voice. Now here's another character, Luigi. Luigi is an Italian chef. He is just the stereotypical Italian chef. Okay, he's got a very strong accent. Okay, he's always saying pizza, and he's using the Italian hand gestures and stuff. Okay, so he's just as stereotypical as Apu, the Indian. Okay, all these characters are so stereotypical. Now Bart, he's the stereotypical American boy. Okay, he's not good in school, he doesn't do his homework, he's always getting into some sort of mischief, he's always in trouble at school. Okay, so that's what the stereotype of American boys is. Now, his sister, Lisa, is the stereotypical American girl. She's smart, she tries very hard in her school and friends and stuff like that. So that's the stereotype of American girls. Now, here's another character, Fat Tony. Okay, he's also Italian. He is a stereotypical mob boss. Do you know what a mob is? A mob is like the mafia. It's like a dangerous gang. Okay, now the mafia is like an international mob. Okay, so he's the stereotypical mob boss. Okay, so he's Italian. So, a person could make the argument that The Simpsons is more racist against Italians than even Indians. Okay, I don't know. But I don't know. If you're Italian, are you offended by this? Do you think this is racist? Let me know in the comments down there. Now, The Simpsons also uses political humor. Okay, it makes fun of politicians and politics and on all sides. Okay, not just one political party. Okay, it makes fun of everyone. Now, political humor is called satire. Satire. Okay, so that's why The Simpsons is funny. It uses lots of satire, lots of stereotypes. Okay, so if you haven't seen this show, I think it might be good for your English to watch this show, but it's quite advanced English. I don't know if you'd find it funny. You probably have to have a good understanding of Western culture before you find this show funny. You need language and a knowledge of culture. Hey, I teach both those things here at Mad English TV. So after a few months of watching my lessons, then maybe you can find The Simpsons funny. Okay, so I would say, this issue about Apu, it's not at all racist. It has nothing to do with racism. It just has to do with humor. And like I said, all the characters on The Simpsons are extremely stereotypical. So it's not racist at all. And hey, other shows do the exact same thing. It's not The Simpsons. So many other shows use satire and stereotypes. For example, Family Guy. Have you seen this show? This is almost exactly the same as The Simpsons, except it's even more extreme. Okay, it takes stereotypes to even higher extremes. Again, the main character, Peter Griffin, is a lazy, fat American dad. Okay, one of his friends named Cleveland, he is also a stereotypical black guy, right? Things like he likes eating fried chicken. Okay, the stereotype is that black people in the USA love eating fried chicken. Not all of them do, but that's the stereotype, right? So that's why it's funny. Stereotypes can be offensive, they can be racist, so we need to be careful with them. But in cases like this, it's just meant for the purpose of humor. It's not meant to offend anyone. Hey, I want to know, do you watch English comedy shows? Do you understand those shows? If you have any questions, you can ask me down there, or if you want me to explain anything in some shows or something, I'd be happy to do that. Hopefully in the future I can make more lessons talking about understanding English comedy. But for now, just let me know your answer down there, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.